Talk about that play, really game-changing.
Well, I mean, it was a tough scenario because we're down there and we know that if Lynn gets the ball back, the game is probably going to be over. We'll never get the ball back. We lose the game. So it was a great call by Coach Day. Made a super outstanding call, and the kids executed it. And particularly in the rainy conditions like that, to throw that pass was huge because we were in a scenario there where if we didn't get it, there's no way we could go for it, that much distance. So, the kids made the plays when it counted, and that's what it comes down to. And they never gave up and they never quit.
The tide kind of changed after that muff punt when you return it and then you get the touchdown.
Absolutely. It absolutely did, and we went in at half. They matched us score for score. They made some huge plays. The quarterback is excellent. The receivers, they broke some plays, and defensively, I thought they were real tough. But I think in the end, we were very fortunate to come out with the win.
You guys 2-1 now?
We're 2-1, yes. Yep.
Dan, what does it say about your team to be down 21-0, 12 minutes in? They got all the momentum in the world, and as he alluded to, you had to punt there to take advantage of an opportunity that you're given, and then just pounce off of that, really. Well,
every game has a lesson in it, and certainly, week one was the lesson that, we just, in the third quarter, we just weren't ready to go, and they got us up front. Week two was about trying to improve, and we played our pace and tempo, and in week three, was, I think, about perseverance because, we were down, and by all rights should have been out of the game. Unfortunately for us, we let up the touchdown on the opening kickoff, and that's a huge momentum breaker. We work really hard at special teams, but I have to credit our special teams coach, Mark Thomas. He hung in there, and that's a tough thing to do right off the bat. That's a big momentum swing, and then they come back with another one. And again, this is a big test because down the road at some point this will probably happen again in terms of being in a big game, and we might be down and not playing as well as we can. But the lesson here is never giving up and never quitting and working hard. So all the stuff that we say in the summer and the off season, really came to fruition tonight. But we still have a lot of football games to play. So it's a great victory, and we'll enjoy it tonight. And but we're back at it against Winthrop next week.
How about the Brendan Flaherty injury, then the halfback pass? How serious is the injury?
He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine. He got a little dinger, yeah, but he's going to be okay. But for the fact he came back and threw that ball, and Dom caught that ball, if it was in the air, half second more, it wasn't going to be completed.
And he was clearly hurting after throwing the ball too.
Absolutely.
He was
absolutely. A lot of guts there.
Yeah.
A lot of guts by him, and there were other guys that played hurt too. Dom was banged up a little bit.
And didn't Kenny get banged up?
Kenny got banged. So in that Lynn English team, Rollins got hit.
Yeah.
They hit you.
Right.
It's a physical football team and an excellent football team. So the fact that we came out with a victory says a lot about our team, but we still have a lot of work to do.
If you take Dave out of it, there's 4 running backs you can use and rotate those guys. You have a lot of depth there. Having said that, I said to Kenny, he scored 5 touchdowns. There was a chance he might not have even had 5 carries tonight based on the game plan. But Brendan goes out, he steps in, and I guess that's a testament to the depth that you guys have.
Well, it's also a testament to the work that they put in too, because obviously with being able to play when called upon is one of the big things we talk about. Being prepared, and Kenny, Kenny's as good as any back around. So, it was his turn to run, and he ran. And I tell you what, again, it comes down to those backs blocking.
Yeah,
I can't emphasize that enough.
It seemed like you wore them down too in the second half. They got tired for being on the field for so long, and your guys seemed to feed off that up front in the line.
They did, and at halftime they were excited to come back out and play, even though we were down some, and they kept their composure, and that was huge. And certainly. It comes down to big plays, and there was a couple points where we didn't get some breaks. We got some breaks at the end, and that's how football goes.
It may not look like it, but I feel like defensively you guys played your best when the game was on the line. Fourth quarter, down 5. You got to stop them there if you're going to get the ball back.
And certainly one injury impacts a lot of things in terms of what we're doing for substitutions and packaging. So we were kind of limited in what we were able to do. But in a lot of ways, it kind of helped calm things down and just kind of get back to a little basic and just let the kids play.
Yeah. That 72 is a good ball play. It gets a lot of pressure.
Yep.
Suggs.
Yep.
He can play.
Suggs and Cattell and Hall, and those guys were dinged up a little bit, but they kept going. So, but we got a lot of games to play, and we got 8 more to go against some good competition.
And Winthrop won tonight.
Who'd they beat? Marblehead?
Marblehead big, like 29-12 or something.
So
35-12.
That's our first home game.